Okay, so yeah, finally, this video is finally coming out. Okay, so before we start the video, I'm going to teach you first of all how to install the game files and all that, how to work out the game files. So I'm just going to go to my Z archive. I'm going to drop a link, Z archive or whatever. I'm going to drop a link so you can get this or download this and the rest. So the first thing you have to do, you can see the file over here. GTA Ninja Online version 1 pack. This is the file. This is what it looks like. It contains three different stuff. It contains an APK, Cleo, and the data file. So the first thing we do, one sec, let me clean every single thing concerning it so we don't get confused. Okay, so all right, so the first thing we need to do, we extract this file. I'm not going to extract it here. Try to manage my space. So first thing we need to do, we extract this. You click on this extract here. Then after extracting this, then just after extracting it becomes a folder, an ordinary folder like this. Then the next thing you do, you click on this same folder, you install the APK first before any other thing. Install this APK. After installing it, then the next thing you do, you copy this stuff, this ro.alyn-sammobile.game. You copy it and you paste it in, let me get there, you paste it in Android data and you paste it here. Click on the paste and done. Then after that, you go back inside, you go inside this file again. After pasting it, you're going to see the icon appear here. I see the icon, this little icon. So you click on it, then you click on files. Then the next thing, we click on TEXDB, this one over here. We also click on that. Then after that, we go to GTA 3. You click on it. Then you see these stuffs here. You see PVR. So you're going to rename this depending on your GPU. If you don't know what a GPU is, you can just Google it. And if you don't know what your phone GPU is, you can download CPU-Z app. Then you can get your phone GPU. For example, now if your phone GPU is Mali, you rename this place you see PVR with ETC. If your phone is Power VR, you rename this also this place you see, yeah, PVR. My phone now is PVR, so I'm not renaming anything. If your phone is PVR, you don't need to rename anything. Then if your phone is Andreno, you rename to DXT. I'm going to also put these things down into writing so you don't make any mistake. Now this is what you are renaming. One sec. Okay, so back to the video. So these are the files you are renaming. You are going to rename this GTA 3. You click on it and you rename anywhere you see PVR. You replace it to your phone GPU. Your phone GPU can be either Power VR, it can be Mali or Andreno. You rename it. If it's Power VR, it's PVR. Mine is Power VR. If it's Mali, ETC. Then if it's Andreno, DXT. So after that, you're only renaming where you see PVR. Don't touch any other file yet. Only these three. So we go to also gta.int. You also repeat the same process too. Name these three. Then we go to menu. You also repeat the same process. Then mobile. You also repeat the same process. Then player. You don't touch the player. Leave the player. We're not touching player. The player remains PVR no matter your GPU or the rest. Then the sample. You don't touch this one too. Then lastly, you rename this TXD. Over here you rename this TXD. So that's all for the setup. Then after this, your game is going to run smoothly and run fine. If you don't rename this thing, your game is going to end up crashing. So make sure you take note that you don't give any gap, don't give any space. Where it is, just place it like that. So after that, we go to the next setup. Now we already set up the data file, and remember you have to install the app before doing this. So now we go to the data file, go back to my stuff. Okay, sorry I did not extract this, I'm trying to save space. So we go to Cleo, and you see this Cleo over here. You cut this Cleo. Then once you cut it, let's say for example we cut it or so, you cut this Cleo. Then after cutting it, you put it in device memory, just the device memory main, then paste it. This is the Cleo over here. You paste it here, easy peasy. Then you are done with the installation. Then after that, you can go and check the game and the rest. So the next tutorial is dropping soon of how to go about the game. So I'm going to be dropping like 3 different game modes. I'm going to be dropping if a free a free game mode and a role play, and the last one is a death match game mode. Three game modes. I don't know if I'll be able to drop them today, but two are going to be available today. Okay, so now the next thing we need to do is going to enter inside the app. This is the app over here, the GTA Ninja Online. So we click on it, then we give some time and we wait. So we're waiting. Okay, so don't ever click on this update. Just ignore it and just click on the no. Finish. Just click on no. If there's an update, I'll drop it on app button. So you can see this is what the app is going to look like. Then after that, we click on this play button over here. So we click on. Okay, so back to business. Oh, sorry about that. My meter card just came in. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is very easy. We just click on this role play stuff. And after, okay, now the next thing you do, you set your username. Make sure your username have this dash at the bottom here. Make sure your username have it. You can put, let me start a new game. Free. Make sure there's this dash is at the bottom. Then we click on connect to enter inside the game. Just click on this connect. Okay, so after that, sorry about all the delay. So the next thing we need to do, you click on this connect button over here. On this connect. So like I said before, I did not make this app from scratch. In case of copyright issue and all that, I did not make it. I just reskinned the app. The app was not this color and all that. I just did small touch inside the app. So click on connect and we wait for it to connect. So we're waiting. Okay, so it proved that your app is you did all the setup correctly. Is when you see this icon here, this icon at the middle. It's when you see this icon here. That is a proof that yes, you got everything right. And the second proof is when you see connected and joining the game also. Most times you see it's connecting and connecting and connecting, it means that the server is actually offline, and so you don't need to panic. It's just offline. Okay, now so you see the first step we need to do, we're creating a new account now. You input your password. You can see it choose a password, then you put your password in place. Okay, so I just inserted my password. Once you insert your password, you are going to see yourself falling from the sky and all that stuff. So for now, there are some issues with this server. So after this, you have to start the server from beginning again. After this, I'll show you how you're going to do that, because you're supposed to display a male and all that stuff. Choose gender, but since it's not displaying it, there's a way we can fix this. We click on the radar. In case you don't know what a radar is, this stuff over here, this round thing in the foyer. Click on the radar. Then we scroll back and we click on quit game. We leave the game totally. So then after that, we are going to go back inside the game again so we can finish the account setup, because you can't play with that stuff on the screen. So we click again and we're going to reconnect. Okay, ADS, cancel. So we click on the connect. I need to shift this a little bit. Click on connect again. So we're going to connect from beginning again. Just give it some time. This is just because we are creating a new new account, a new like stuff account. Yeah, but if you are logging in, you're not going to experience all this stuff, and I'll surely get it fixed before you even start using it. But in case I did not do anything about it, you can just be managing it like this. If you are creating a new account, and I want to advise you to create multiple accounts so that everybody can have chance to actually try this out. Okay, so we're going to log in. Going to log in. Going to give it a little time. All right, so just going to wait a little bit. All right. Okay, so I just finished putting my password. Immediately you finish putting your password, you will see a dialogue. What do you want your character gender to be? We pick male. The age must be lower than what the, must not be lower than 18, but that one was a mistake. So we set our age. I'll put 25. So we click on the get and we click on done. Have you been referred by any player? Hell no. So we wait. So this is the tutorial on the on the flawless role play. This is a tutorial. You have to watch this and make sure you take note of most of the commands so you don't get confused inside the game. So just have to wait for this to finish. It's going to take a little while, some minutes, but you are only going to see this once in a lifetime, unless you are creating a new account also. Okay, so back to business. After the tutorial, this is what you see. Also take note of all these commands for your own good. So we click on OK, blah blah blah. And so this is what the server actually looks like. And another cool thing about this game is that it follows a real life time cycle. Meaning if it's morning, yeah, it's going to be morning in the game. If it's night, it's also going to be night in the game. If it's afternoon, it's also going to be afternoon. Now this is early morning. I can show you my time, 6:19. So this is what the game looks like around 6:19. You can see if you play it earlier, like let me just say I 8 and 9, just like that. You see difference in the time cycle, which is very crazy and kind of good and also bad in a way. Okay, now for low end mobiles, this is what you do. You're going to adjust the graphics a little bit, adjust your settings.